can go to heaven now. I can go to heaven. I don't take much from me. Mr. Steve Harvey, he's a good man. He loves the Lord, and he'll give you a helping hand. Can somebody say, yeah, yeah. God gonna bless Steve Harvey. Keep on declaring.
Harvey, stand-up comedian, entertainer, television host, family man. But most importantly, I happen to be a man of faith.
Steve is a very successful guy. He has made more money than he ever thought. He has become more famous than he ever thought. But at the same time, he managed to keep his relationship with God closer than ever. Why did you not lose faith as you became more successful?
If I could make myself successful, I would have done it a long time ago. I would have skipped so many of the lessons I had to learn. But it's not that. It's a process. Success and happiness is a process, man. And in this process, I was very aware of the amount of faith that was needed. And as a matter of fact, it really took more faith than I even thought I had.
See, oftentimes, people who are religious think their religion is right and everybody else is wrong. There is only one way to God. But Steve's faith is unique because it's really not about that.
There's no one way to heaven, no one way to paradise. It's like television. Now it's over 800 channels of cable, and they're all pretty entertaining. So I'm pretty sure, man, that to get to heaven, there's got to be more than one route. Because somebody watching another channel or taking another channel than you, they still getting entertained, and they probably still getting to heaven.
This isn't just talk. Steve lives by these words. He has 3 sons. 2 of them, he gave them Christian names like Broderick, and one of them he gave a Muslim name, Ali, as a sign of respect and appreciation for the Muslim religion and the Muslim culture.
I named him Ali because I knew then.
That he might be different.
I knew.
And you have no problems with it?
No. Because when you come here, you understand Islam is a religion of peace. Why you got a problem with peace?
It's just a name, but it's a big step to showing respect to people of other cultures. What Steve did reminds me a lot of this mosque. This mosque in Abu Dhabi belongs to people in
Book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 13. Enter ye in at the strait gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Because strait is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth into life, and few there be that find it. All right, so before I begin, let me start out by giving all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach. And of course, where I learn this truth. All right, peace and salutations to Yahweh Shai's elect. All right, the 144,000. All right, as well as the innumerable multitude of men, women, and children. All right, that listen and that subscribe to this truth. And that was slated, all right, for salvation before the foundation of the earth. All right. So, finna get into this quick lesson on this Steve Harvey individual. All right. You know what I'm saying? You seen how that how I opened it up, all right, with the Big Mouth Eve, all right, singing for Steve Harvey. All right, and she's in the spirit world now. All right, she ended up passing away. That particular lady that was singing maybe about a month and a half, 2 months ago. All right, but you see how she was singing and praising for Steve Harvey, all right, but You know what I'm saying? You see what Steve Harvey is doing, all right? Talking about it's more than one way to heaven, all right? It's only one way to heaven, all right? In heaven, it's only for the Israelites, all right? The so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, all right? Through the seed line of their fathers, all right? That's who the kingdom of heaven was created for, all right? That's who this earth was created for, all right? Because the kingdom of heaven is going to take place on this earth, all right? But you other nations will be there, but you will be slaves in the kingdom of heaven, all right? Especially you, Esau, the so-called white man, which he is not white, he is red, all right? But them over there where Steve Harvey was at, all right, them Arabs and all that, they going into slavery as well, all right? Them East Indians, all right, them the children of Ishmael, them the Persians, you know what I'm saying? Every nation under the sun is going into captivity, all right, in the kingdom of heaven under Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, all right? In Israel, all right? So, you know what I'm saying? I thought that was something. You seen Steve Harvey basically named his son after them damn Muslims and shit. All right, showing you how wicked Jake ass is, all right? Let me get it right quick. It's one in Jeremiah 5. All right. In verse 26. That's where I'm gonna start at. Okay, yeah. It say, for among my people are found wicked men, all right? They lay wait as he that setteth snares, they set a trap, they catch men. As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore, they are become great and waxing rich. They are waxing fat, they shine. Yeah, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. All right, 2/3 of you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans who are in that entertainment industry, all right? You know what I'm saying? You overpass the deeds of the wicked, because in order for you to even sit at that table, all right, you have to do all sorts of abominable acts, all right? Everything from homosexuality, all right, to blood sacrifices, all right, to, you know what I'm saying, spirit cooking, all right, eating, you know what I'm saying, the shit that they put in that damn spirit cook, you know what I'm saying? I've heard they put semen and, you know what I'm saying, shit in it, all of that, you know what I'm saying? That's what you jakes have to be willing to do to be a part, all right, of Esau's world, all right, and various other things, all right. It's a they judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper, and the right of the needy do they not judge, all right. Shall I not visit for these things, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai? Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? All right, so, you know what I'm saying? You're going to pay for your wickedness, all right? That's another one in Luke. All right, chapter 6, talking about these rich jakes. All right, this is Luke 6. I'm gonna start at verse 22. I'm gonna start at 21. All right, it say, "Blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh." All right, because the house of the wise is in the house of mourning right now. All right, in the house of the foolish is in the house of mirth. All right, 2/3 of our people are looking to be in that mirth state. All right, they looking, all right, for to continue in folly. All right, they not looking to repent and return to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, with a repentful, sorrowful heart. All right, they want to fucking serve their own bellies. All right, they want to serve Esau. All right. That's why the scriptures say when we who are in His truth, all right, when we are chastened, we chasten now. That way we're not chastened with the world, all right, because the world is gonna mourn, and we're gonna laugh when the world is mourning. All right, verse 22, it say, "Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil, for the Son of Man's sake. Rejoice ye in that day, and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in the like manner did the fathers unto the prophets." All right, so Steve Harvey isn't a hated individual. All right, he's a loved individual. All right, all these other nations are saying they like what he's doing because he's shedding light on their religions and shit. All right, he's doing that Babel shit. All right, that shit that Jake has always done. All right, wanting to join on and cleave to the other nations, all right? Like it said in First Maccabees 1:11, in those days went there out of Israel wicked men looking to make a covenant with the heathen. All right, this is what Steve Harvey did, all right? He said if he could have made himself successful earlier, he would have did it sooner, and he would have, you know what I'm saying, bypassed all the trials and tribulations he had to go to get there. But You know what I'm saying? He ain't say he would leave all of that worldly shit behind, all right, to make it to heaven. All right. That nigga ain't looking to do that. All right. That nigga is a rich man, all right? And he's gonna die on this side, all right? Let me see verse 24. It say, but woe, and woe means destruction, unto you that are rich, for ye have received your constellation. All right, so Steve Harvey has already received his reward on this side, all right? Verse 25, woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did the fathers to the false prophets, all right? So that's what Steve Harvey is falling under, all right? He's falling under that 2/3 clan, all right? That House of Saul clan, all right? Let me see, and let me get back on this straight gate, all right, that he talking about. This is 2nd Ezra, all right, chapter 7, starting at verse 1, all right? It say, and when I had made an end of speaking these words, there was sent unto me an angel which had been sent unto me the night afore. And he said unto me, up, Ezra, and hear the words that I am come to tell thee. And I said, speak on, my power. Then said he unto me, the sea is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great. You see, but put the cast, the entrance were narrow and like a river. All right. Who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it? If he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad? All right, verse 6. There is also another thing. A city is builded and is set upon a broad field and is full of all good things. All right, this is talking about the kingdom of heaven, baby. All right. Verse 7, the entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water. Let me see, in verse 8, in one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. All right, so it's not a lot of ways to heaven, all right? It said the entrance to heaven is so small, but can one man enter at once, all right? Let me see, verse 9. If this city now were given into a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive its inheritance? All right, because the scriptures say, through great tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom of heaven, all right? It's not going to be no cakewalk, all right? Let me see, verse 10, it say, and I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion, all right? Because for their sakes I made the world, and when Adam transgressed my statutes, then was the decree that now is done. Then were the entrances of the world made narrow, full of sorrow and travail. Let me see, there are but few, and evil, full of perils and very painful. For the entrances of the elder world were wide and sore, and brought immortal fruit. All right, and that's talking about this world, which is going to pass away. All right. And the world that's to come, all right, it's going to be nothing but righteousness lodged in it, all right? And that's going to be the world of Israel, all right? The kingdom of Israel, all right? And it's going to be 12 gates into that kingdom, all right? One straight path, but hey, 12 gates, all right? Let me read this to you right quick, and then I'm going to close it out. This Revelations 21:7, it say, he that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his power, and he shall be my son. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and the murderers and the whoremongers and the sorcerers and the idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. All right, talking about they're going to get burned up, all right, over here in America through the ICBM missiles, all right, as well as the laser beams from the chariots, all right. Verse 9, and there came unto me one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials full of the 7 last plagues, and talked with me, saying, come hither, I will show thee the bride, the Lamb's wife. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me a great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from power. All right, having the glory of power, and her light was like unto a stone most precious, even like a jasper stone, clear as crystals, having and had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the 12 gates, and at the 12 gates 12 angels, and the names written thereon were the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. All right, so the kingdom of heaven is only for the children of Israel. All right, it's a narrow path. All right, you know what I'm saying? And only the elect are gonna find that path anyway. All right, 2/3 of our people ain't even slated. All right, to find it on this side. All right, they're gonna be born into it. All right, they're gonna learn it death by pain on this side. All right, and be born into the kingdom of heaven. All right. So if that's the judgment for 2/3 of our people, how much more so for the rest of the nations, all right? You know what I'm saying? They all going into slavery. All right, I'm going to close out in Revelations 2, verse, I'm going to start at 25 and go down. It say, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and as vessels of potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. All right, so that's how it's going to be going in the kingdom, all right? You're going to have the Israelites ruling, baby. I know I said that was it, but I think I got one more. All right, let me see. Is it this one? 1 second, I can. All right, it's Revelations 14, all right? Let me read verse 3, all right? I'm going to start at verse 2. No, I'm going to start at verse 1, then I'm going to go down to verse, let me see, 5. All right, and that's going to be the last of it. I'm going to end it in this. All right, this is Revelations 14, starting at 1. It say, and I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having their father's name written in their foreheads. All right, this is the elect, all right, the governing body of Yasharallah, all right, part of the 1/3, all right. It say, and I heard a voice from heaven, as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of a great thunder, and I heard the voice of harpers, harping with their harps, and they sung as it were a new song before the throne, and before the 4 beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. These are they which were not defiled with women, meaning philosophies, all right, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb, Yahushua, whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto Yahweh and unto the Lamb. And in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of Yahweh. All right, and that's talking about the 144,000 elect prophets, all right? Of course, you got the unnumberable multitude, but the 144 is on a different level, all right? That's going to be the governing body in the kingdom of heaven, all right? The same way Esau got a government on this earth right now, all right? It's a government body, all right, that Yahweh Shah has, all right? So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to close out with that. I done did enough. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much it. It's more than, it's one way to the kingdom of heaven, and no man can get there unless he come through Yahweh Shah, all right? Yahweh Shah said, I am the way, and no man coming through the Father but by me. All right, so you got to go through Yahweh Shah to get, all right, to the Father, all right? And the only people that's going through Yahweh Shah is the elect, all right? Because he's in the elect, all right? He's glorified in the elect, all right? So I'm going to close out with that. Give out honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Shah, Bashim Rakakudash, double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone who teach and where I learn this truth. Shalom.